the recording. So we just think that SOP is meant to get admission, or maybe there are some marks involved with it. Of course, it is there. It will have some weightage in your selection procedure. But SOP uh, is not just a document or something which you prepare for the admission. SOP actually should be in your mind before you pursue any college, that you are going to invest. For MBA, maybe you are going to invest 12 months or 18 months or 24 months of your life for an MBA program. And not only time, the cost is also high. It may cost you around 20 lakhs or more than 20 lakhs. For some cases, it is like 35-40 lakhs also. So if you're going to invest this much amount of money or this much amount of time, you should be clear with your purpose. So if you're thinking that SOP is just for admission, it's a very wrong way to think. SOP is actually what you are thinking behind your investment, or investment of that time or that money that are going to put in with that college. So it is for you also. So while preparing for SOP, many of the time we have seen that people have actually changed their mindset toward the same program where they were applying or they were thinking to apply. तो सबसे पहले we need to know that ये भी है कि most of the time when we start preparing for any particular program, uh, we don't know it about the program even. We just know the outcome. Like if you want to go for an MBA, what you have seen that some people who have done their MBA now they are doing good in their corporate or their job profile. With their job profile, they are getting good progress. The networking opportunity is there. So some of the outcome that you know, and with those outcomes, with those uh, uh, matlab the perk that you have seen, what people have got through that MBA, you start preparing for the paper or entrance. But with the process of matlab like writing SOP or knowing about the program, you get to know more about the uh, program features, the concrete outcome of that program, and with that you actually make your decision about the course or what you'll be doing during that course. तो अब जैसे जो कंपोनेंट है, जो what should be the component of your SOP, और in what way we should be writing it, ये डिपेंड करता है कि किस MBA प्रोग्राम के लिए आप अप्लाई कर रहे हो. So there are MBAs which are of 2 years where freshers are also eligible. Most of the PGDM or MBA program which is being offered by IIMs or other B school in India is of this nature. These are 2 year programs, and it is open for every graduate, 3 year or 4 year graduate. So there is no um, extra eligibility criteria for this MBA. So you can just think that they are going to teach you from very scratch. They don't expect that you need to have some corporate level experience or organization level experience. You don't, even if you don't know anything about business or economy, you still can be part of that cohort. ठीक है. तो एक तो MBA ये है. Second kind of MBA which you have in India is like 1 year program, full-time residential, PGPX. Some college call it PGPX, some college call it PGPM, है ना? And some also call it executive MBA program. So 1 year MBA is also one of the name. So एक तो ये हो गया where you need to have, and in India it's like for some IIMs it is around 5 years also. Oh, but for ISB, for Great Lake, it is just 2 year work ex that you need to have, minimum 2 year. Although the average work ex may be very higher than 2 years, but 2 years is the minimum work ex that you need to have for applying these programs. And for some colleges, it is 3 years also, like for XLRI uh, general management program, it is 3 year work ex which is required to get into that program. So this is also a name for 1 year MBA program. For some IIMs, it is 5 year. For some IIMs, it is 4 years. Okay. So these are the various work experience eligibility that you need to have. And of course, here the MBA is of 2 years, 24 months. There will be 6 trimesters. There will be 2 trainings, one summer training and winter training, and some project works will be there to get this particular degree. But here the total amount of time that you are going to invest is 12 months, which is 1 year. And one of its the one program which is being now offered by many IIMs and IITs, which is like evening for MBA for working executives. So some college may call it PGPM, like IIM Bangalore call it PGPM. IIM Lucknow call it PGP Working Executive PGPM. Working executives WE, they put WE in that this name. For some, it is like blended, or there are a lot of other names depending upon the institution which is being which is offering this particular program. So it also will have or they will ask you to do classes on weekends, or some classes may be online also. But it will require to finish the entire program, and they will the time that they will I mean the program duration is of 2 years generally. In for some cases it may be 3 years also. So although they are asking you to visit the campus for 2 days only in a week, or maybe uh, for some more vacation, or holidays may be also used in order to complete the course. But the amount of teaching or amount of syllabus or the curriculum is almost same as PGPX program, or even maybe in some cases maybe more than that. So although it is an evening program or limited interaction program, but the curriculum, the structure will be as much as an MBA program. And the only difference that they are giving you here, or they are having here, is they don't give you any support for placements. Although there are some provision for networking or recommendations also, but uh, placement is not their responsibility in these programs. So here also they will ask you for minimum 3 to 4 year of work ex, and maybe more. So basically, why they are asking for little more work ex here? Because they want to have similar cohort, uh, which will have, or which had the people, where the people will have almost similar year of work ex and similar amount of corporate knowledge which they are bringing in. So this is the requirement, work ex requirement of these programs. ठीक है, तो इतना तक समझ में आया? एम आई क्लियर? गौरव, केशव, सुहास, सबको समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes.
Okay. So now the first thing that we have to understand, that when you are going for these programs, I'll be not talking about normal MBA. I'll be talking about with respect to these programs. So if you have a certain year of work ex where you are working on a certain profile, most of the people who are applying for PGPM, they are already settled with some kind of profile. A few of them may be maybe not very settled, or not very they are not with very stable profile. But most of the students who are applying for these may lead to their current profile and grow ahead with their growth, whatever the growth they will be having in the same profile. But if we're coming into these programs, the amount of work that you have is change will change everything, and the learning, the like the curriculum, the learning pattern, everything will be changed, the class discussion, and as well as all the component of MBA learning or management learning, and the expectations that you will have with your program, the outcomes. So if we cannot even match these outcomes with outcomes for a normal MBA program. So here, what you are expecting, uh, you are not expecting very basics of management or all the basic definitions of management. Here, you will not be expecting to getting trained on uh, how organization work in its like core value chain perspective that you all know. Here, your training objective will be to train you for decision making roles, or where you can get job or you can get observed in organization directly as senior level executive profile, or middle level management profile. Okay, so or even higher than that, you may get a role as entrepreneurial roles in an organization also. So the kind of training or the kind of outcome is different from normal MBA program. So in order to write your SOP, uh, what are your expectations in terms of your future goals? Future goals, not the both future goals, short term and long term, just after your program, and after few years after you complete your program. So short term and long term goals, and your objective of learning, like what you'll be doing during that program, what are the focus area during that program. This should be drafted as per the program outcome and curriculum. And you cannot have a basic learning goals which people may have with their MBA program and come to this program. Here you will have to, certain things will be expected from you to study by yourself or read or know by yourself. Here the classes will be more based on case studies. They will focusing more on case studies. They were focusing more on CEO level problems or strategic level problems. Here they will not be talking about basic functions of HR or basic process of marketing. They'll be talking about the problems which is being faced, problems at senior management level or organization level. So that's why in these MBA, in these programs, you will not be trained for a particular profile or a specialization. These at these places you can get or you can choose some particular specialization as an uh, concentration of your electives. Like you may choose more papers from marketing, or you may choose more papers from HR or any such specialization. But the core is to train you for the organization as a whole. The holistic training will be there. You may choose to get trained or get more insight for particular specialization like HR, operations, or marketing and strategy, but you'll be trained holistically. So at the same time, when you'll go out of this program, you will not be expecting a job, like you will not be looking for a marketing management job in a particular FMCG company, uh, or like consulting profiles which are being offered to the normal MBA programs. Here you'll be looking for the first job that you'll be getting out getting from your college, as in middle level management roles or senior consultant roles or entrepreneurial roles uh, within a startup, or maybe if any company is expanding its business, so you may get hired to lead them. So basically, with these programs, you will be what I can say, जैसे एक होता है ना कि a leader without experience but trained leader, है ना, यू विल बी, जो भी आपको सैलरी वगैरह वो ऑफर करते हैं, विथ दैट सैलरी दे मे एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम बिगर रोल. तो while writing SOP, you need to take care of these aspects in दैट. तो मैंने तुम्हें पहले भी बताया कि तो, नहीं पहले नहीं बताया, आई फॉर गौरव और फॉर सम पीपल मे आई मे हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट, but the three components that we need to write in SOP is the first, that your background and the program fit, program fit, and vice versa. सो आपका बैकग्राउंड इस प्रोग्राम के लिए फिट है, एट द सेम टाइम ये प्रोग्राम आपके बैकग्राउंड के लिए फिट है. तो you need to write this, the first question that you have to, or the first thing that you have to convey is this. Second, your learning goals. Like MBA is too big, है ना, मतलब इंडस्ट्री के हिसाब से भी लोग MBA करते हैं. You must have seen that there are some MBA program which is specifically dealing with certain industry, like MBA in tourism management or MBA in institutional management or sports management. So there are there are a lot of variety, or there are a wide range of subjects which is there in any MBA program. So out of all those learning component which is being offered, what are you choosing, or what will you choose? What is your learning goals? Where do you want to get trained? Because for an MBA program, the college will offer everything to facilitate that learning. It will not train and teach you as per their own like not train and teach you like in school. They will give you scope to get trained for whatever area or specialization you do want. So what are your learning goals that you are thinking for yourself is very important to write. And then what will you do with this learning? Matlab, what will you do ahead of this program? So here also short term and long term aspect should be there. So these three things, which is basically common for every SOP which we do write, but you may, or now you can just see that what kind of difference should be there for if you are applying for PGPEM program and PGPX or any such MBA program which requires a certain year of work ex. ठीक है, तो this is I'm concluding with this line, but we will continue our discussion after I stop recording.